Wherever men seek gold, there's a story that's told as they dig to find that long lost mother of gold. And if you listen to the end, you'll learn a thing, my friend, to carry on along your lonesome road. Her name was Harmony, little girl with Jesus in her heart. Her name was Harmony, Harmony. She gave the gift of love right from the start.
This is a story about how a little mining town called Elkhorn got its new name. Like most towns, this one had all different kinds of folks living in it. Miners, some with their families, tradespeople, a blacksmith, a preacher, a liveryman, a doctor. It had a church, a general store, a saloon, a boarding house, and a mine close by. It had its share of trouble too. Drunks, fighting, a shooting now and then. But I'm getting ahead of my story. What I want to tell you about started one day in the autumn of 1850.
Her name was Harmony, Harmony, a little girl with Jesus in her heart. Her name was Harmony, Harmony. She gave the gift of love right from the start.
Good God Almighty, I'm bleeding to death. Well, don't just stand there, young fella. Go fetch your doctor.
No hard feelings, old timer.
That's a good one, young one. Of course, when I was your age, I didn't have time to ogle the girls. What with working all day at the mine and fighting off claim jumpers all night. Of course, like you say, no hard feelings. No, sir, no hard feelings.
That was a good one, too. Say, now that we're even, maybe you could tell the new fella in town where I can find some good, honest work.
Well, there's the mine over there. They're short-handed sometimes. Might ask for the boss, Big Joe Ordway.
Thanks. You be careful peeling those spuds now.
I'll sure watch out for young jokers like you.
you guys know where I can find Joe Ordway?
This time of day, if he's not out here looking for us to be in on time, he's in the mine.
Yeah, looks like our shift's already gone in. We better get in before we catch old Ned.
Maybe I'll just follow.
Hey, you boys are late. Get some jacks and timber. Show up that new tunnel. Move it! Move it! What do you want? No one goes inside that mine unless they work here. It's too dangerous, especially today.
Actually, work's what I want to talk to you about. Old man over there said that you were the gent to see. I can do anything in a mine. Got lots of experience.
Yeah, right. Was that all miners sleeping over a pail of unpeeled spuds?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Old Gramps sends me a half a dozen like you every week. All of them experts, and none of them worth wet gunpowder. You know what that yellow flag is for?
Second shift?
Lots of experience, eh? Look, that yellow flag means caution. Maybe get a blast or some other dangerous condition. This green flag means safe to work. The red one means get out fast, the roof's caving down.
I'll remember that.
Yeah, you better.
I'm also a fast learner, and I work hard.
You know, tomorrow being Sunday, we don't work, but you can try me next week. There's gonna be some openings because the muckers don't last very long. If you can handle shovel behind blast. All right, everybody out. Let's go. Everybody out. Everybody out.
New tunnel came down! The driller and a mucker in there, maybe others.
Okay, everybody, we got men in there. You with the peg, go. Move those rocks. I need timbers. Let's go. Remember, the whole second shift is in there. Jacks, show up the roof. Let's go. Let's go. Lift it up. Let's go.
Who's in there? Oh, Lord, help me.
The mine roof caving in that day sort of set the mood of what was to happen later on. But of course, nobody could have guessed that. Especially those folks waiting to see if their husband or father was alive or dead, and finding out that waiting, sometimes, is the hardest thing a person can do.
They're coming out now.
Oh, thank God. How many?
We got everybody out except two. They were under the roof that caved in. Jesse Adams and Bob Carpenter.
My Bob.
They never had a chance. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I couldn't get to them. Nothing I could do.
You know, man never gets used to this sort of thing. Just never does. Something that this red flag stands for that I didn't tell you about earlier. It stands for the blood of good men, like the ones that we lost today. And for the sorrow of the women and the kids that lose them. You still want to take up mining?
Still need a job.
Well, it looks like you got one. You be here Monday morning, 7 sharp. I pay $20 a month, room and board. You got a name?
Mike Jackson.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Ordway.
Yeah.
I'll stand you to a drink tonight at the saloon.
Thanks. I think I'll be needing one.
back in this town. We can have our own place again, a real home. Quit this roaming.
I ain't ready to settle down roots quite yet. There's a new gold strike in those mountains, and that's where we're heading. And we ain't keeping the girl if Thatcher ain't. Got enough mouths to feed already.
We could go back to our old place. We'd have plenty for all of us there. Besides, I miss our old farm and our friends.
You never talked like this before we found that orphan girl. It seems to me that having fancy dresses and buying whatever you wanted to sounded good enough for you when we started out.
That was 2 years ago. Now I just want a home.
Look, I'm gonna strike it rich, but not here in this dump. And not with another mouth to feed and worry about holding me back. She just ain't our responsibility. Now shut your mouth about it, woman.
You the sheriff?
That's what my badge says.
Well, Sheriff, it's like this. We found this little girl on a trail a few weeks back. Came into her camp, found her parents, dead. Father died of fever. Anyway, I buried them and brought her along so someone could care for her.
Where's her team and wagon? They must have had some personal possessions.
Well, yeah, they did. I sold her to some people who were passing through. People would have just stole it otherwise. I was meaning to leave some money for her.
$10?
Stuff wasn't worth much.
It was worth $120 cold cash, Henry.
Thank you, ma'am. Look, mister, there was a mine cave-in today. Some good men died. That makes me very, very short of temper. I want the rest of that money on my desk, and I want it now. Otherwise, I take your teaming wagon and forfeit and auction them off for the benefit of the orphan.
You can't do that!
I can, and I will. And I'll try it for theft besides.
Just give him the money, Henry. It's not yours to keep, it's hers.
There's your $10, just so you're not out of pocket money for taking care of her.
Thank you.
Boys, go.
Goodbye, dear. God bless you.
If you're going with me, get in the wagon.
What's your name?
Harmony.
Harmony. That's a good name. Look, I'm sorry what happened to your folks. But I know a nice lady who maybe can help you out. Do you want to come with me?
Millie?
Oh, hello, Simon. Don't tell me you got yourself a girlfriend just to make me jealous.
Not likely, Millie. This is Harmony. Her folks died along the trail and she was picked up and brought here today. She's had a pretty rough time of it. What she needs is a place to stay and a whole lot of tender loving care wouldn't hurt none.
Well, you brought her to the right place for both. You can stay here just as long as you like, honey. And we'll get along just fine, won't we?
I think we will.
She's got a little money left to her, but I'll take care of all the costs for her room and board and everything else that she needs.
You'll do no such thing. I've got an extra room. And besides, she doesn't look like she'd eat no more than a bird. And, you know, it might just be nice to have a little girl around.
Well, I best be going. Thanks a lot, Millie. Goodbye, Harmony.
I like the sheriff. He's a good man.
Yes, he is. Would you like to see your room now? Then I can fix you something to eat, and I'll fix a warm bath for you, and you will feel lots better.
I'd like to thank you, but can you say a little prayer first?
Prayer? We? Honey, you just go ahead and do what you're used to doing.
Dear Jesus, I know that Mom and Papa are up in heaven with you. Please tell them that I miss them and I'm okay. Tell them I love them, please. And tell them that I'm with a good lady who's going to help me. In Jesus' name, amen. Now it's your turn. Mama said 2 prayers are 10 times as strong as 1.
Look, honey, I haven't had much experience praying lately. Matter of fact, I can't remember when exactly.
Please try. It won't hurt you none.
This just isn't going to work. I don't remember how.
All you have to do is say what you think. That's all. You can do it.
Well, I thank the Lord for bringing you here safely. And I ask him to help me do what's right for you. And that's it.
Amen. Can I see my room now?
Oh, yes.
Harmony arriving was the beginning, though nobody knew it yet. Why, Millie hadn't bent her knees to pray in 20 years. But Harmony got her back in the habit. The sheriff was next, then Big Joe Ordway, and even Mike Jackson. But that little old gal called Harmony was something else. But there I go, getting ahead of my story again.
Hey, my girl. My girl.
Well, we got the bodies out anyway. Sorry I didn't wait for you. I needed a head start.
That's okay. These cave-ins happen often?
No, this is the first band we've had here, but even once is twice too many. Even with Simon.
I was away for a while this afternoon, Joe. I heard about what happened at the mine after I got back. Sorry about Jesse and Bob. They were 2 good men.
Yes, they were.
Marky, one for the sheriff.
No. Simon doesn't drink anything stronger than goat milk. Simon, this is Mike Jackson, who's going to work for me in the mine. Mike, Sheriff Thompson.
There's 2 strangers. There's 2 strangers over there playing cards in back. They have guns, and they haven't checked them in. I think that there's going to be trouble.
Well, no rest for the wicked.
How about you? Can you open? I can't even.
Gentlemen, there's a law in this town that says you check your guns in over at my office or over at the bar. I'll be taking them now. You can pick them up tomorrow morning when you leave town.
I think we'll just be keeping ours, friend.
I'm not your friend. Now hand them over.
Nobody takes my gun. Nope.
sheriff's a good man, all right. He's got this idea that everyone's responsible for their own actions. Everything a person does has rewards or consequences. So, good begets good, and bad begets bad, and being good includes obeying the law.
I'll remember that.
Well, you better. Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm kind of tired. It's been a long, hard day. I think I'm going to turn in. Thanks for refreshment. What's your mouth hanging open about? Ain't you never seen a church before?
Mike, I guess you know Millie since you're staying at her boarding house, but this is Harmony. She just came to Elkhorn yesterday.
Glad to meet you, Harmony.
Something wrong, honey?
No, it's just that Mr. Mike looks a lot like my papa.
Harmony's folks died along the trail a few weeks back.
Miss Millie says she's gonna be my new mama.
Well, I'm sure she'll make a good one, Harmony.
Seeing how you look like so much like my papa, I was thinking, do you have a little girl of your own?
Me? No. But if I did, I'd sure be pleased if she was a lot like you.
Wait here a minute, please. I'll be right back.
Boy, you got away with females, let me tell you. Can't help it if I look like her father.
Neither can she, Mike. So just take it easy. You know what I mean?
There's something about that little girl, something so special. And you know, I can't remember the last time I've been in a church. And here I just came out of one. And, well, I liked it. And you two, when was the last time for you?
Now, wait a minute. Don't go thinking that I'm going to make this a regular habit.
Not since I've known you.
No, really. I just felt like it today, that's all, you know.
Hang on a minute. Millie's onto something here. Just why did we go to church today? I'll tell you why. Because a little gal asked us to. That's why.
Exactly. It's almost as though she were sent here. Like she came to bring us all back to something that we've lost. Like kindness and understanding. And maybe love for other people.
Hey! Just listen to you people. The mean old sheriff, my no-nonsense landlady, and my tough-as-nails boss, all standing around talking like Sunday school teachers. If I wasn't afraid of the lot of you, I'd say you're all loony as bedbugs. Loonier, even.
I'm back, Mr. Mike. I've got it.
You got what, Harmony?
Open it. It's my own Bible. But I have my folks' Bible now since they're gone. So
more than anything in the world. Thank you.
We're going to have dinner at my place, Mike. Don't you want to join the rest of us loonies?
I think that'd be a good idea. Yes, sir. Harmony had the gift of changing people for the better. Like Millie and Mike, the sheriff and Big Joe. And funny thing is, it spread from them to other folks. In time, roughnecks were tipping their hats to ladies. Men only cussed among themselves, and a new rich vein of gold was struck in the mine. Of course, Harmony didn't get credit for that. Not at the time, anyway. For a little while, things were happy and full of sunshine and another kind of harmony. I just wish the story ended there. With all my heart, I wish that. But it doesn't.
I say we're looking for trouble that we don't need. Let's get out of here.
No man hits me like a dog, takes away my gun, then runs me out of town. Man's gotta have some pride.
I just got a bad feeling, that's all. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot that sheriff on sight. That's what I'm gonna do. Nobody else in this town even wears a gun. They're all rock grovers anyway. Come on, just follow my play.
I'll go pick some flowers for the table.
All right. We're going to have dinner soon, and the sheriff is coming over too.
Oh, good. I'll hurry. Behind you! Look out!
Consequences are the result of what we do. Sometimes they can be rewards. Sometimes they can be tragedies. But each one of us is responsible for his own actions. Harmony was responsible for hers, sure enough. And what she started changed a whole town full of people. All for the better. Saloon closed down from lack of customers. Family businesses moved in. Harmony always claimed she was the friend of a man named Jesus. I believe her. She was sort of a miracle herself. Through her, I came to know Jesus too. Most of us here did. Funny thing, every time I read in this Bible she gave me, I can see her smiling at me through every word. And I know that she's still doing her good works for the Lord. Say now, I said I was going to tell you how a certain mining town got its new name, didn't I? Well, folks, matter of fact, I just did.
The faith she held was strong. Her prayers were like a song that lightened the hearts of everyone she met. in that mining town. As every day comes round, they bless the day that little girl was sent. Her name was Harmony, Harmony, a little girl with Jesus at her side. Her name was Harmony, Harmony. She gave the gift of love before she died. She taught folks how to pray, and they about her say her faith in God was oh so very sure.